If you were wondering, how do I know where the next step is in my career? How do I keep advancing? Let me tell you, before I tell you exactly how to do that, let me tell you what will happen if you don't. It's common to know that if you don't keep growing, you're not going to get better at your craft and you might not get the outcomes. That's 100% true. But here's the real problem that happens with clinicians and the outcomes that you can produce. There's something called a skill gap. The more knowledgeable athletes and patients come in, there's a gap that lies between PT and patient. Most patients will come in because they don't know what the next step is, right? They don't even know where to start with the stretch. They don't even know how to progress to the next level. When do I start my core routine? When do I stretch? When do I not do this? How do I warm up? What happens over time, you start to get more knowledgeable patients and athletes on your schedule because you're the go-to person. Then you get stuck on, at a certain point, you start getting pro athletes or semi-pro athletes, and their level of knowledge is much different than a consumer or a community member. Now, when you have that big gap, as you start to see more and more high-level, elite-level athletes, if you are not growing, your athletes start to match the level of knowledge that you have, and then you can no longer provide any direction. So that gap needs to always stay nice and healthy in order for you to continue thriving and feel like you're still challenging yourself and you're still challenging the patients underneath you. And if you don't increase that skill gap, you feel stuck. You don't know what to do next. You question, is that my fault? Should I have been advancing on this? And you wonder, is this what I still love? You start looking at thinking you're the problem, when in reality, you just stopped growing and people actually got more educated and smarter coming to you because you were producing those outcomes. As you get higher level caliber people, your growth needs to continue to advance. That is the problem if you don't continue to advance. Not just your outcomes will be decreased, is that you will start to think internally that you're struggling. Keep the skill gap nice and healthy so that you can continue to thrive and enjoy your passion. And that is what you need to understand as you advance in your career, not just growing to grow, for the right reason, that you continue to feel like you're actually being productive inside your craft. And if you feel like you're stuck with treating any type of athletes that you see, specifically barbell athletes, maybe you see CrossFitters or you see weightlifters, you see powerlifters, or you want to see those people, and you feel like you don't have that, you have a very, very small skill gap, you have to attend my Management of the Barbell Athlete course. This is where it's going to help you create a nice healthy gap between anybody who touches a barbell, whether it's your first time or your 1000th time. If you're interested in signing up, go ahead and click on any of the links below, and I'm excited to see you inside the course.